Who was Adam? Adam is the central figure in the creation account in the book of Genesis in the Bible. His name in Hebrew means man or humanity, and it is also related to the word Adamah, which means earth or soil, highlighting the earthly origin of the first man. According to Genesis, God created Adam on the sixth day of creation. God formed Adam from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, making him a living being. This act symbolizes the intimate connection between God and humanity, as Adam's life came directly from God. God planted a garden in Eden and placed Adam there to tend and keep it. In the garden, there were many fruit-bearing trees, including two special trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God gave Adam permission to eat from all the trees in the garden, except for the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He warned that on the day Adam ate from this tree, he would surely die. God realized that it was not good for Adam to be alone, so he decided to create a companion for him. God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, took one of his ribs, and with it formed Eve, the first woman. Adam and Eve lived in the Garden of Eden, naked but without feeling shame, representing the innocence and purity of the original creation. In the garden, Adam was tasked with naming all the animals, exercising dominion over them and demonstrating his responsibility over creation. However, the idyll in Eden did not last forever. The serpent, a crafty creature, approached Eve and convinced her to eat the forbidden fruit. Eve in turn gave some of the fruit to Adam, who also ate. This act of disobedience had severe consequences. Immediately they realized they were naked and covered themselves with fig leaves. When God came to the garden and confronted Adam and Eve about their disobedience, they tried to hide. Adam blamed Eve and Eve blamed the serpent. God then pronounced judgment on each of them. The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly. Eve would experience intense pain in childbirth and be subject to her husband, and Adam would have to toil for his sustenance, facing hard labor and the eventual return to the dust of the ground. As the final consequence of their disobedience, Adam and Eve were expelled from the Garden of Eden. God placed cherubim and a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life, preventing them from accessing it and living forever in a state of sin. Adam and Eve had many sons and daughters, including Cain, Abel, and Seth. Cain, in an act of jealousy, killed his brother Abel, marking the first murder in human history. After Abel's death, Seth was born, and his lineage is considered to have continued true worship of God. Adam lived for 930 years and is considered the ancestor of all humanity. His story not only introduces the beginning of human existence, but also the concept of original sin, which affects all of humanity. The narrative of Adam highlights the relationship between God and man, free will, disobedience, and its consequences, themes that permeate the entirety of biblical theology.